Hello, I'm Sandeep Singh Kohli and I manage marketing for cloud orchestration. And I'm very excited today to be here with Didier Stoll, who is the principal product manager for cloud orchestration and has been actively working with OpenStack almost since its inception. So welcome, Didier.
Glad to be here.
So Didier, we keep hearing about OpenStack being open, vendor agnostic, and technology agnostic. What does it actually mean?
Absolutely, and it's a very good question, Sandeep. And for us to understand why customer can gain such benefits from OpenStack, we just need to take a look at the design and the architecture of this framework, right? And here are the two main characteristics that makes OpenStack so open. First and foremost, it follows a pluggable architecture, and second of all, this framework is fully extensible, right? Now, why is OpenStack pluggable? It's because now to create this actual interoperability between OpenStack, the framework, and the cloud infrastructure, you need to create plugins, right? And a plugin it's an adapter, if you will, or it's an integration module that has the responsibility to instantiate those abstraction and representation of the services into the actual infrastructure. And in OpenStack, in the framework itself, there is this construct, this notion, if you will, of API extension, right? And basically, it's a way whereby any company or any equipment provider, for that matter, can actually add APIs called API extension to the framework that are going to basically extend, if you will, the capabilities of the framework itself, right? And if you will, what you can think about, the way you can think about those API is the way for equipment provider, for example, to expose northbound some of the specific value-added services that are actually residing within their own solution.
So OpenStack is open because of the pluggable and extensible architecture. So that's great. What is Brocade doing with OpenStack?
So Sandeep, I'm glad you asked, right? And first and foremost, I would like to explain that Brocade decided to join the OpenStack Alliance back in May 2011. And obviously, we are a networking company, so we are very interested into working off the network component, but also Brocade is a leader in the SAN space, and we are absolutely delighted to also work off this newly created block storage component of this overall infrastructure, right? So to be more accurate and more precise, here is what we've done. So first and foremost, we created one integration module, one plugin that enables layer 2 services for our Brocade virtual cluster switch technology. That technology enables Ethernet fabric services, right? And we're really talking about what Brocade here is doing with OpenStack. So this piece is actually already contributed back to the OpenStack distribution. We are part of the recently release, which means that anybody that's going on the OpenStack.org website and download this open source code will actually also download at the same time the Brocade VCS plugin. Okay, so we are also in the process of creating this layer 4 to layer 7 integration module plugin that orchestrates our ADX product line. It's actually worth to mention that we also have in plan the creation of a plugin for our virtual router, the Viata product, right? And the piece that I would like to highlight now is really the work that we're championing with the OpenStack community, right? And what we have decided to do is to basically take the leadership approach in terms of adding, as part of this block storage component, fiber channel capabilities. Right? So we are actually working with tier 1 storage vendors to define fiber channel storage, but also fiber channel SAN capabilities into OpenStack. We are actually planning on having fiber channel SAN support as part of the Havana release in October 2015. 13, and obviously as soon as we've got fiber channel SAN capabilities within this OpenStack framework, we'll create the plugin that basically is going to be able to manage and orchestrate our Brocade SAN products. And now, if you basically step back for a minute and take a look at this drawing, then it really becomes apparent that Brocade is putting it all together, right? And we are actually leveraging OpenStack as a single pane, not a single pane of glass, more like a single pane of API that can ease the orchestration of virtualized data center and cloud compute infrastructure across all the domain of the cloud infrastructure on the IP side as well as on the SAN side.
Thank you so much, Didier. This was really helpful in showing what we're doing with OpenStack and how it's going to help our customers. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you for watching.